I love game shows. I watch them in my free time and I watch them on Twitch. Sometimes I make YouTube videos about them like the 1% or Taskmaster. Sometimes I even run my own game shows like Task Manager or when I did that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire thing. But recently, I was invited to go on another Twitch streamer's game show, Sandwich and Nandre's Hired or Fired. It is a show in which two people are interviewing synchronously for a job. The only problem, they don't know what the job is. And the jobs are silly things like cow pie picker-upper or sperm bank anonymous donor. And so as you say things to try and earn the job, you might be making a little bit of a joke in and of itself. It's a fantastic show. I really recommend you check out Hired or Fired, the old seasons, my seasons, the other competitors, Sandwich and Andre. But right now, I just want to show you the highlights of my experience.
This next job, I think, has hit the internet by storm.
We got to get on top of this. We got to hit the market while it's hot.
Stanz, welcome in. EE, welcome in. How are you guys doing today?
God,
what's up,
Stanz, why do you look so goddamn good? Come on.
So, this job is really important to us personally, and we think just as a trend, it's been kind of hitting the top of the charts. So I'm gonna put your job on the board, and then we'll get started. Avert your eyes. Here it is. First question. I'm gonna go with EE. What got you into this field?
Well, to be honest, I really like video games. Unfortunately, I picked Smash Bros, and that just didn't quite work out.
That's fair. All right, Stan, same question.
Yeah, so wait, was that a real answer, EE? Or are we talking about this fake job?
Listen, I'm not giving you any help.
Can I just get okey doked live on
I'm not giving you any help.
Because I just chugged some beer and I'm scared that this is a real interview now.
Well, I mean, it is.
What would make you think this isn't real?
Oh, perfect. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot. You said this was a real job that we are interviewing for.
This is much more important than anything you've ever done or ever will do.
You're right. And in fact, I would say, let me turn this on its head. Calling this a job is disgraceful to me and my time. I'm here because I'm looking for a career. I'm here because this is not just something I'll do for money until I die. This is something that I want to perfect. This is something I want to improve at. I want to be the greatest in the world. So honestly, keep the money.
Guys, how long you been in this industry? How experienced are each of you?
A decade plus 2 years.
Holy shit.
Been grinding away nonstop.
I would say, I mean, it's not something that you really get into, right? It's something that you're born into. It was just something that I knew, right? Deep down. I didn't have to be told that this is what it was all about. I just felt it. I was attracted to it and I made it happen.
This job can require some extra equipment here. I want to know where you guys go to buy most of your supplies. E, you can start.
Wow. For most of my supplies, I'd say Amazon is kind of my go-to spot for anything. Occasionally, though, I do have some friends who are getting rid of some things that I feel like will enable me to help,
Stanz, is all you.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of a buy it for life sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like my parents, my grandparents, their grandparents, when they came across to America, it was something that they held on to, and we've just passed it down. So I would say that, you know what? You can get the new stuff and it'll work, but if you don't have that classic equipment, then you're just not going to get the best level of performance, I would say.
That's a good answer. What does your family think of your career path, by the way? Either one of you.
For me, I'll never forget my 9th birthday. All of my friends around, and Nana comes in and she says, I need to talk to you. And she takes me into the other room. And it's an industry secret. I can't share what she said to me, but I will say it shocked me. It changed me. And I've never been the same since.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
That's really powerful.
Man.
Seriously.
You know, this is a job with a lot of kind of emotions involved here. I want to know, when you finally get that product in your client's hand, what about that entire process makes you feel fulfilled?
For me, it's less about getting the product in their hands and more about what they do with the product, right? I've spent many days just thinking about what my clients, what my customers are doing with it. Because honestly, the possibilities are endless.
Oh, that's beautiful. From, you know, averting from the obvious answer, what other social media platforms do you utilize the most to kind of like extend your business reach? You know what I mean?
Well, for me, I would say, you know, a lot of people don't know this. I kind of keep it a little bit on the low. Snapchat is actually very lucrative, I would say, in finding clientele.
This is a live reveal. I don't tell a lot of people this because, you know, maybe some people consider it cheating, but I am actually Q on 4chan. And I have used that persona to make sure that I am able to access my target consumer, because you can insert all kinds of little codes, right? And make sure that you're communicating the right things at the right time so that we can get the job done.
If you guys could walk it back to the first day you started the job and give yourself one piece of advice before you get into this career, what are you whispered into your ear?
Oh, this one is so easy.
Yeah, take it away.
Don't be nervous and don't worry how wet it is. It can feel unnerving, right? It's like, oh, just too wet. I don't like this. There's something about it. Now, remember, my parents are doing it. My grandma's doing it. I thought they would have warned me. I thought there would have been a moment in time when they have told me about the moisture. But hey, looking back, it just makes it better.
Went wild.
Okay, I have one last question, and then we have a little bit of a, you know, demonstration question for you. How do you feel about the phrase "getting high on your own supply"?
I'm pretty familiar with that. I would say, you know, there was not always a time when, you know, I knew the best dealer. Sometimes you gotta dig it and get it yourself. You know, that's just how it goes. You know, from the East Coast, baby, we handle our own business. So yeah, I'd say I'm familiar with you know, getting in good with myself.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would say, you know, I moonlight as a professional reactor on Twitch.tv, and I watch a lot of Hell's Kitchen. And one thing Gordon Ramsay's going to tell you is always taste your food. And I know that isn't necessarily a one-to-one here, but I will say that deep inside, I made sure to take that. And it's a personal rule that I have. I'm not getting high on my own supply, but I am making sure there's a certain level to quality control.
Beautiful. So I'm going to give you a little prompt here, and it's going to be pretty simple, and you can either use 2 pieces of paper or the same piece of paper and just do each side. On one side of the paper, I want you to write, because we work with streamers a lot.
Right.
I want you to write the name of the streamer that you work with the most. And on the other side, I want you to write the name of the streamer who is your biggest customer.
I'm ready to lose some friendships. So
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Because we're not just hiring y'all, we're hiring your entire client base too here.
I think I'm
prepared as
ready.
well.
I mean, it was an easy question. We all know
Easy.
what we're in this industry
Yeah.
for. We all know who's buying, right?
Yeah. Let's do this one by one. Stanz, why don't you show us the name of the streamer that you work with the most often?
Oh, is it backwards?
Oh.
No,
It's
it's
Amaret.
That's perfect.
Okay.
That's good. That makes sense actually. And then why don't you show us your biggest client?
I hate to, you know, discretion is really important in the industry, but I need this job, right?
Yeah.
I want to continue working in this. My biggest client is actually EE. I didn't want to have to put you on blast like this. I didn't want to put it out there into the world, but I really, really need this right
Yeah.
now.
son of a bitch.
Same question. Go ahead and show us the streamer that you work with the most often. Ludwig.
Oh.
Okay.
It's a typo. I mean Ludwig. It's a typo. It's a
Okay.
typo.
Okay. Yeah.
Not enough
Typo.
room on that. I
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
a little bit of a
Got
typo.
it.
Yes.
We are going to drag you guys out into the lobby, and we are going to deliberate. We're gonna see how this goes, and we'll drag you back in, and we will tell you what your job was and tell you how you did. Okay.
That interview went incredibly well.
That went really well. I honestly am pretty confident in both of them.
I don't really care about who we hire. I just want to make sure I get a sniff. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I just want the product. I think that the person that Stanz works with the most often is a big client. And frankly, I think we could fire everybody else, just take in that client, and we'd be on the moon. All right, you both did extremely well, like scary well. But we can only afford to hire one person. The job that you were interviewing for was e-girl, fart bottler, and distribution.
Oh, the wet part is real weird
It
now.
made sense. It made sense. We
Lord.
loved it.
But we're a big fan of your client base.
We did. And we are a financial establishment. And bringing up Amaranth, you both did great, but that's where the money's at. So
yeah, she's the queen. She
is the
figured it
queen.
all out. I follow in her footsteps.
Yeah, we think you're great, but we're gonna just jump over the top of you and totally use you to get to ammo. So Stanz, you are hired. You are
I'll
hired.
take it.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Stanz.
Oh,
You
the
added-
stuff
you
with my
added me in the
grandma was
process.
also
You added
so
me in the
weird.
process. It's okay.
We're gonna put you to the grindstone for these last 2 months before the retirement. You're
We
gonna
are.
be
Oh,
We are. You're gonna be
no.
working hard, wet and wild, baby. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna drag you into the post-interview voice chat. Thank you for hanging out. You guys both did great, and we'll see you later.
Nice, thank you
Fabulous.
again.
Thank you.
Yeah.